Everyone, so nandito na po tayo ngayon sa week 6 na po to ng lesson natin. And our topic is all about media and technology. So I think last we tackled about crimes. Right now, we are going to tackle about media and technology and how it affects our society ngayon. So nakikita po natin sa picture ngayon na Facebook. Sino ba sa inyo ang walang Facebook? Lahat naman yata meron na po. Okay, so Facebook does more than span our circles of friends from few dozen to few hundred, even thousands. Even nga po, meron na po tayong mga followers. Ano nga yan, marami na millions na yung iba. Okay po, so let's tackle about it. So here's our introduction to media. So, how many good friends do you have? How many people do you meet up with for a coffee or movie? How many would you call with news about an illness or invite your wedding? Okay, so how many friends do you have on Facebook? Technology has changed how we interact with each other, right? It has turned friends into verb and has made it possible to share mundane news. So, yung friend na term no, naging verb na lang, hindi na po tao. Okay, add friend, ganun-ganun. So, kahit ano na pong pinopost natin with hundreds of even thousands of people who might know, you only slightly fall. So, through the magic of Facebook, you might know about an old elementary school friend's new job before her mother does. Grabe po, no? So, sa Facebook na nga lang, mas nalalaman mo pa yung naging trabaho ng kaibigan mo kumpara sa mother niya. So, ito yung mga technology natin, advancement of technology. So, by the way, what is technology? Ano ba yung meaning ng technology? While most people probably picture computers and cell phones when subject of technology comes up. So, pag pinag-usapan yung phone, ang mga cellphone, laptop, technology na yan. Hindi po. So, technology is not merely a product of modern era. So, yung technology po, hindi po yan ngayon lang. For example, even before, matatawag na yan yung technology. For example, fire and stone tools were important forms that technology developed during Stone Age. So, sa kanila din, meron siyang technology before. Hindi nga lang medyo advanced, kasi meron tayong modern technology. So, just as the availability of digital technology shapes as we live today, the creation of stone tools change how pre-modern human lives and how we live. So, ito na nga po yun. Doesn't mean po, pag inuusapan natin yung computers, pag technology yung pinag-usapan natin, yung gaya naisip natin, mga techie, cellphone, advancement, computers, machines, hindi po. Even before, meron po yung technology. Okay po. So, Babylon in the forms of an abacus, technology na po yan, yung calculator, to the predecessor modern computer created in 1882 by Charles Babbage. All of our technological innovation are advancement on previous iterations. So, isipin po natin, walang technology ngayon kung walang before, no, na technology. Kahit pa hindi sila advanced. And indeed, all aspects of our lives today are influenced by technology. Tama nga po. Parang all aspects sa life natin, may technology na. No, kahit habang nabubuhay tayo, habang pag-anak sa atin, technology na yung ginagamit. In agriculture, production of machines, can, till, thresh, plant, harvest, greatly reduced the need of manual labor, which in turn meant for fewer rural jobs. So, ganun po. So, even sa agriculture, no, meron na pong nakakatulong dyan na mga machines, which led to urbanization of society as well as lowered birth rates because there were less need of large families. So, before po, kaya po marami yung anak ng mga tao before, kasi nga, wala pong technology. No? Tao yung pinapatrabaho. Pero ngayon, less na yung trabaho ng tao, more on technology na at machines. So, in the criminal system, the ability to ascertain innocence through DNA testing has saved many lives of death row. So, nakatulong din to sa mga, laking tulong din ng technology natin sa mga inosente na nakulog na malapit na sa kanilang death row. Technology plays a role in absolute every aspects of our lives. Even nga po, pag i-upload ko tong klase ko, technology po yung gagamitin ko para mabasa ng student ko. Technological inequality. So, sabi nga dito, may mga schools talaga po na advanced, may schools na hindi advanced. So, dito yan pumapasok kung saan natin na-learn. Diba? Oftentimes, saan mo nakita first yung computer? Saan mo siya first nahawakan? Sa akin talaga, one of the places are in school. Okay po, so may mga schools lang din na hindi talaga advanced. Mayroong hindi. Maybe it depends on in the location, urban ba or rural. Okay po, so as with any improvement to human society, not everyone has equal access. Tama, technology in particular often changes that lead to ever great inequalities. In short, the gaps get wider and faster. This technological stratification has led to new focus to ensuring better access of all. So tama nga po na hindi po lahat nakaka-access. Even this COVID po, marami po problema sa technology. There are two forms of technological stratification. The first is, ito, differential class-based access to technology in the form of digital divide. This digital divide has led to second form. So ito po yung differential sa class-based knowledge gap, which is, as it sounds, an ongoing and increasing gap of information for those who have less access to technology. So, yung mga less access po sa technology, we can call it already knowledge gap. Kasi nga po, maybe in terms of class ng isang tao, and differential class isang tao, sino yung may class na to, mas classic, mas classy, mas mayaman, may technology sila. And oftentimes, technologically helps us in fast dissemination of information and knowledge. So, kung huli yung isang tao sa technology, probably huli siya sa information, and oftentimes there is a knowledge gap. Okay po, simply, example, students. Kung sino yung mga students na well-funded, ay, of course, advanced sila sa learning. Ang daling i-process. Kung sino yung huli sa learning. Kasi right now kasi, no, pag walang technology yung isang school, kasi oftentimes kasi ang isang tinitignan ng mga accreditation, in terms of accreditation, di ba, accreditation kasi may award dyan na Center of Intelligence, facilities talaga. And facilities supported by technology. Even as we improve access, we have failed to address an increasing evident gap in e-readiness, the ability to sort through, interpret, process learning. So ito na po, nagkamiro na po ng gap in e-readiness. So meron din tayong digital divide. So ano itong the uneven access to technology along race, class, and geographic lines. So tama nga po, in terms of race, example sa Americans, sa kanila din design yung technology, sa class nila din na-invent yan, sa geographic na syudad, i-compare natin sa Africa, other places, meron talagang digital divide na nagkakameron. Okay po, so, yan din po yung factors in terms of race, class, and geographical lines. Example, geographical lines, no? Hindi napupunta yung technology dyan. Kasi, paano mo lalagyan dyan ng computer? Wala pang kuryente. Okay? Ang layo kasi sa kabihasnan. Meron tayong term na ganyan. So itong term natin. So we have this planned obsolescence, technology that's built to crash. Nakakatakot po to. So, naisip natin, bakit ba every week, every month, yung cellphone na binilihan ko, yung brand na yung company na yun, nag-release na naman ng bago. Kasi nga po, sabi pa nga dito po, companies do expect, okay po, companies do expect talaga na mag-fail yung technology na yan. Meron tayong limitations. Okay po. Kaya nga po, no, sabi nga dito, no, sa obsolescence na to, and this is called obsolescence, and it is the business practice planning for a product to be obsolete or unusual from time it is created. So, darating talaga yung araw na yung mga technology natin ngayon, na ginagawa ng mga company yan, is ma-depreciate lang siya, mawawala na siya sa market. Okay po, so, because there is improvement, reinvention, invent na naman, and creation na naman other new. Yung 4G na ngayon, hindi na nga sikat eh. 5G na nga, so pwedeng mag-pull out tayo yung mga 4G phones natin. So, media and technology in society. So, i-categorize natin yung categorizing technology. So, i-categorize natin una, no? There is no one way of dividing technology into categories. Whereas one, it might have been simply to classify innovations such as machine-based or drug-based or the like. The interconnectedness strands of technological development means that advancement in one area might be replicated in dozens of others. So, pag meron tayong replication ng isa, it means advancement na yan. Hindi pwedeng i-categorize ito. Example, na-develop yung ganon. Mag-roots na yan sa other no other replication, dozens of replication. So we cannot, in one way, we cannot categorize talaga technology kasi it is a big topic to tackle. So this regulatory body, so meron tayo dito, for simplicity's sake, we will look at how US Patent Office, so sila po to, US Patents Office, which receive patent application for nearly all major innovations, addresses patents. This regulatory body will patent 3 types of innovation. So sila yung regulatory body. So ano yung need ng patent office nito? Example, may na-invento ka. Hindi pwede po na hindi mo yan pagkapirahan. Benta mo yan na kung saan may establish yan sa market, may introduce yan ng legal, saka malaki yung bayad sa'yo. Okay po? No, hindi mo mas ilabas yan. I-fight niya sa market kasi kung alam mo namang invention yan, natutulungan ka ng US patent kung inventor ka. So, ano yung mga types of patent na ginagawa nila? Yung pag-copy ng product and copyright, no? Permission na i-replicate yan or gawin niya i-reproduce yung product na. Una, utility patent at the first type. So, ano yung utility patents? Are the first type, these are granted for invention or discovery of any new and useful process, product, or machine, or for significant improvement existing technologies. Okay, yan po yung utility patents. The second type, meron tayong design patent. So, ito na po yung mga conferred in architectural designs. This means someone has invented something new, design, no, for not necessarily product po to, no, design siya. Meaning, design ba na other design ng laptop or kahit ano. Next is plant patents. Maybe in this part of agriculture. So, this means final type recognizes the discovery of new plant. So, example, may discover na plant, nakakatulong siya for medicine. So, can be actually reproduced. Diba? Yung medicines naman natin, lahat yan. Sa plants talaga yan. While genetically modified food and hot button issue within this category, farmers have long been creating new hybrids and patenting them. The more modern example would be food giant Monsanto, which patents corn. So, ano po yan? So, Anderson and Tushman suggest an evolutionary model of technological change in which a breakthrough in one form of technology leads to a number of variations. So, sabi nga dito, evolutionary model technology change. So, isang breakthrough lang po ng technology. Mag-uugat na po yan sa maraming variations. Example, na-invento lang yung phone. Wireless, ka makasend ng message before. Ngayon, ang dami ng ganyan. Okay, nagkameron isang breakthrough, isang revival lang. Many variations na po yung mangyayari. Ang dami examples natin dyan. So, types of media and technology. So, meron tayong types of media. Media and technology have evolved hand in hand from early print to modern publications, from radio to television to film. New media emerge constantly, such as in online world. So, we have print newspaper. So, before newspaper pa talaga, sa papel pa talaga, we have hand-copied into boards, ginawa ganun. Yun pa talaga yung before natin. And then, gamiron na rin tayo ng mga ang company na produce mga newspaper, ng mga balita. We have maybe, meron tayong Weekly World News, National Enquirer, Philippine Enquirer, sa ating sa Pilipinas. The next niyan, no, after that, after niyan, mga text lang yan, mga written lang, hand-copied, we already have televisions and radio. Okay, so radio programming obviously preceded television. Okay, so nauna talaga yung radio, actually. No, medyo modern na po yung television. But both shape people's life in such a way. Example, in information, entertainment, sa bahay natin, with a kind of immediacy, communication. Kasi babasahin pa kasi natin yung dyaryo compared sa television. Papanoorin natin, pakinggan na natin, meron niyang nagsasalita, ina-act na po. Meron na nagbabalita sa atin. The next thing is film. So, yung mga movies natin, no, in film industry took off in 1930s. 1930s po yung films natin when color and sound were first integrated into feature films. So, dito na po yung people gathered in theater, sa sinihan, mga new releases po. They laugh and cry scattered. So, dito na po nauso yung mga movie, 1930s. Mga capsules, touchstones. And then, from Top Talking, Clint Eastwood to biopic on Facebook founder and Harvard dropout Mark Zuckerberg, movies illustrate society's dreams, fears, and experiences. So, nagkameron na po tayo ng movie. So, in terms of filmmaking, while Americans considered Hollywood as a epicenter of movie making, so, di ba Hollywood nga po madalas, pero, India's Bollywood pala actually produces more films per year. Even though ang Amerika talaga yung ugat, epicenter ng movie film making yung quality, pero yung India talaga po ang nagpo-produce ng maraming movies every year. Siguro kasi ang daming culture sa India, iba-ibang society forms and norms. And of course, we have new media. So ito na po yung mga new innovation natin. Facebook, Twitter, ano pa yan. New media encompasses all interactive forms of information exchange. This includes social networking, blogs, mga websites, podcasts, wikis, Wikipedia, virtual worlds. Clearly, the list grows almost daily. Kasi maraming gumagawa ng blogs, podcasts, websites. New media tends to level the playing field in terms of who is constructing, creating, publishing. So, ito na nga po, nababago po yung pinapanood natin kung sino yung nag-publish, nag-create information, as well as offering alternative forums to groups and enable us. Example, mayroon tayong mga pages na, groups, group chats sa mga new media natin. However, there is no guarantee of the accuracy of information offered. Kasi nga, walang pong guarantee sa information natin. Kasi baka, uso na rin dito kasi yung mga fake news. Kasi nga, ang daling mag-disseminate na information. Unlike before na newspaper, actually before ma-publish yung newspaper mo, ang dami mo pagdadaanan dyan. Dapat kapag maging sikat na writer, before i-publish. Kasi before, publishing company, ang mahal kasi mag-publish ng writing mo. Meron, we have seen movies ng mga writers na ang mahal-mahal pala. Kailangan ka talagang makipag-merge sa mga newspaper company. And wala kang own newspaper. Habang ngayon, meron tayong mga printers. Pwede ka nang mag-print ng own book mo. Pwede ka nang mag-publish ng own libro mo. Kaso nga lang, however, there is no guarantee of the accuracy of information. Kasi nga, kahit sino na lang, walang check and balances. Maybe unlike in academics, kasi check yung thesis natin, there is this control in dissemination of information. Might be there is an accuracy. In fact, the immediacy of new media coupled with lack of oversight means we must be more careful than ever to ensure our news coming to accurate news. Kasi oftentimes kasi, there is this cases kasi na maling news yung lumabas na huli. And that news is all about may darating na bagyo. And daming namatay doon. Meron din iba. Nauna yung nag-release yung information, wala pa ang bagyo. So, there is this lack of accuracy talaga sa new media natin. We must be careful. Ang advantage nga lang, ang daling magpasa ng information. But if you are sharing the truth, ang daling mag-share ng truth. Ang daling mag-share ng lie po dyan. So, ano yung dito? So, product advertising. So, yung new media natin. So, ano itong product advertising? Of course, sa mga TV natin, ang dali na mag-advertise sa mga product. Kasi po, yung TVs kasi, mga radio, na-entertain tayo dyan. It means, oras talaga yung babad natin dyan. So, nakatingin tayo lagi dyan. So, ginawa din to ng mga commercial company, ng mga companies na gamitin yan for advertising their products. Of course, homogenization of fragmentation, despite a variety of media at hand, mainstream news entertainment are enjoying increasingly homogenized. It means po, kahit po ang dami ng mga news channels, it is still homogenized. It means kahit New York Times man yung pinapanood mo, CNN, the same balita, the same lang po yung ibabalita sa'yo na maririnig mo. Meron lang kaibahan yung the way people express themselves, their news. But still, it is still homogenized. Same pa rin naman po ng pagbabalita nila. We have here global implications. Ano ba yung implications ng mga medias and technologies natin? Okay po. So, anong ibig sabihin ng media globalization? Is the worldwide integration of media through the cross-cultural exchange of ideas. So, ito na po yun. Yung naging integration ng media sa culture natin and how we exchange our ideas. How about technological globalization? It refers to the cross-cultural development in terms of technology. Okay po? So, yan na po yan po. And of course, we have this technological diffusion. So, ano to? No, so, technological globalization is impacted in a large part by technological diffusion or the spread of technology across borders. So, meron itong pag-diffuse, pag-spread ng technology across borders. How about theoretical perspective of media? So, we have here functionalization. So, functionalization focuses on how media and technology contribute to smooth functioning of society. So, paano nakakontribute, paano naging functional yung society in terms of the help of media and technology. So, ito na po yung functionalization, theoretical perspective ng functionalization. Okay po? So, isa dito sa function that is commercial function. So, nagiging commercial po yung, dito na po tayo yung mga advertisement. So, sino po yung napopossess ng mga TV? So, ito na po yung, ito na po yung, it is an irresistible platform po, goods and services. Of course, ito po papasok yung mga commercial, mga television advertisement po natin. Okay po? Kasi nga po, nakikita ng mga companies na palaging babad yung tao sa TV. Sabi nga dito, almost billions na po yung, billions of hours to wina-watch ng Americans in terms of TV. How about entertainment function? So, entertainment function, ang growth po ng entertainment industry ngayon, ang laki po, mga artista, mga showbiz. So, naging manifest function po yan. No? Nag-entertainment function po yan sa media and technology. Example, media is its entertainment. Most people, when asked why they watch television or goes, it's because they enjoy it. Naging enjoyment na po natin. We are watching videos in YouTube, Facebook, and any other thing. Napapasaya tayo nito. We are entertained. That's the entertainment function of media. How about social norms? So, even while media is selling us goods, entertaining us, it is also served as to socialize, helping us pass along the norms, values, and to the next generation. So, dahil sa media na rin po, nakakatulong sa atin po to, yung media is, meron po itong social norms. So, nakaka-adapt tayo paano tayong mamuhay sa ibang tao, kalubilo na ibang tao. So, ito na po yung social norms function po ng media at technology. Okay po, so natutunan tayong mag-behave in a way that we can relate to other people, socially po, through media. May nakikita tayong nag-acting dyan ng mga movie. Ganyan pala yung movie ng Amerika. Ganyan pa yung culture ng other country. Okay, pag halubilo natin sila, means may nakita tayong video na yan, may nakita tayong mga documentaries, movies, nakaka-socially functioning na tayo, normally. How about life-changing function? Example, media like many forms of technology indeed entertain us, provide us venue for commercialization, for example, socialize us. For example, some studies suggest the rising obesity rate correlated to the decrease of physical. So, dito po, sabi pa nga dito po daw, may correlation po din yung palaging manonood ka ng TV, wala kang physical involvement, tumaas po yung rate ng obesity. Pwede siya maging life-changing functions, pwede rin siya maging not life-changing functions. Pwede rin siyang detrimental sa life natin yung social media. Example, marami nagkakasakit sa social media na hindi na kumakain, sumasakit yung mata, nasisira yung health nila. It's because there is this change in life talaga na mangyayari sa'yo. May it be positive or may it be negative function na mangyayari sa'yo. Okay po? Pwede rin tayo ma-entertain ng social media na meron tayong ma-encourage tayo. But let us be careful. How about narcotizing this function? Of course, the downside of this ongoing information flow is the near impossibility of disconnecting from technology. So, kasi po, medyo nakakonect na tayo dito, parang naging part na ng buhay natin, no, leading to an expectation of constant convenient access to information, people. Such as fast-paced dynamic is not always to our benefit. Hindi po lahat ng benefit ng technology po naka-benefit sa atin. So, such sociologists assert that this level of media exposure leads to narcotizing this function, a term that describes when people are too overwhelmed with media info to really care about the issue. So, ang hirap na pong mag-disconnect. Example, wala kang cellphone isang buwan, kaya mo ba? Wala kang internet isang buwan, kaya mo ba? Walang Facebook isang buwan, kaya mo ba? Ang hirap na pong mag-disconnect nito kasi we thought it is part of our life. And oftentimes din, maging part ito ng need natin. Lalo na ngayon virtually, pakikita natin, ay, pag walang internet, walang klase, pag walang internet, walang ganito, hindi ko makakapasok, hindi ako makakapag-aral, hindi ako makaka-update, makaka-communicate. So it becomes na po na, hirap na pong, there is this near impossibility of disconnecting. Ang hirap na pong mag-disconnect po. So, This is also narcotizing. Para siyang narcotic, para siyang drugs na po. How about in a conflict perspective? So, nasabi dito sa conflict perspective natin is, yung media talaga, in contrast to theories of function. So, function perspective, nakikita niya yung, ano yung function, how media and society, how media and technology can produce smooth functioning. Ito naman sa conflict perspective natin ngayon, paano nakikita, focuses on the creation on reproduction of inequality. Paano yung media and technology nakaka-produce ng inequality sa isang society? Social processes that tend to disrupt society rather than contribute. Paano nakaka-disrupt po siya? So, ito na po yung control of media and technology. Example, we have this gatekeeping na kinokontrol yung information. Parang hinuhoard po yung information para hindi natin malaman. So, they are controlling the media, the technology. No? So, ganun po. And other is technological social control and digital surveillance. So, meron tayong panoptic surveillance. So, example po dito, may nakatingin na sa atin, naka-surveillance na. No? May nakatingin lagi and dito na rin po nauso yung mga security cameras natin. Okay po, they're not just controlling us, they are observing us digitally. Okay po, medyo sabihin ng isang tao, wala na po yung freedom, ganun-ganun. Kasi technological social control ang naging digital surveillance na po tayo. How about in a feminist perspective po? So ito yung pinagagawa po in terms of feminist perspective, no? Maraming mga movies na sinusulong yung kababaihan, pero ano yung goal dyan? Meron bang bias dyan or for equality lang? Maybe makikita natin po na yung mga television natin, television shows, advertising campaigns, online games, meron mga babae. Pero kahit masabi natin pwede siyang mag-produce ng equality na hindi man lahat lalaki, meron kasi siyang bias in terms of other race ng feminine. By example, na-attract na tayo talaga na most are thin, white skin are beautiful and young. So, yung mga mapuputi lang ba yung magaganda? Yung mga bata? How about the other race na mga maiitim? Are they not beautiful and young? So, in the feminist perspective po, even though sinusulong niya yung kababaihan, there is still bias. Kasi palagi naman po na pinapakita niya sa televisions na yan is more are thin. Ito mga society na ito, mga advertisement. Example ba? Pag may sabon, in terms of advertising campaigns, pag may sabon, it means ba sa mga puti lang siya effective at hindi pwedeng gumamit yung mga maitim or hindi medyo ganyan ang result. So, feminist perspective po yan. Dapat po natin makita yan. And of course, we have increasing prominent in the discussion of new media and feminism is cyber feminism. The application to promotion of feminism online. So, dito na po yun. So, marami tayong mga cyber feminism sa pinopromote talaga ng mga babae online. So, maybe may mga politicians ng mga babae, feminine na nanalo sila in terms of politics, in terms of cyber because of the application to the promotion of feminine online. How about the symbolic interactionism po? So, how we see media as a symbol and how we see technology as a symbol. Example, nakita tayo in terms of cellphone. Ano yung part ng technology na topic natin cellphone? Abak iPhone. So, somehow, in terms of technology, in terms of category cellphone, yung nag-symbol niya is iPhone talaga. Totoo nga ba yan? So, technology itself may act as symbol for many. So, pwedeng maging symbol yan. So, the kinds of computer you own, the kinds of car you drive, whether or not you can afford latest Apple, this serves as a social indicator of wealth. So, sabi pa nga dito, symbol siya. Example, meron kang iPhone, maybe mayaman ka. Meron kang kotse, mayaman ka. So, yung technology natin, yung advance of technology pala, symbol pa siya. Kasi isa din yung tinitignan. The more technologically advanced yung isang lugar, isang country, of course, they might be called wealthy status. That's a symbol. Naging symbol. Example, maybe yung America, advanced sila. Yung Japan, China, they are advanced in media and technology. So, it's a symbol that they are wealthy country and they have this high-class status. So, we have the elites are people who see technology as symbolizing the coldest alienation of life. So, sila po yung mga niyo. Okay? So, yung mga niyo, negative sila in terms of technology. Nakikita nila na alienation to. Hindi to pwede. Nakakasama to. And, ang kuan din, technophiles, nakikita nila yung technology po technophile is addict sa technology. Nakita na yung technology symbolizes potential for brighter future. So, of course, we have social construction of reality. Sabi dito. So, meanwhile, media create and spread symbols that become the basis for shared understanding of society. So, yung media po, nakakreate na po talaga siya ng reality and identity natin. Choice working interaction this perspective focus on this social construction of reality, ongoing process in which people subjectively create and understand reality. Media, sabi nga dito, media construct our reality in numbers of ways. Paano nga ba? Example, for some people, they watch a screen can become a primary group, meaning small group of people who are closest to them. For others, they will become reference groups. So example, dahil sa media, nagkakameron ng primary group. Nagkakameron tayo ng group ay sila yung mga magaling dyan sa ganito, mga magagaling dito. Nagkakameron din tayo ng reference group. Pag may nakita tayo, example sa sport, a group that influences an individual to which an individual compares himself. Example sa media technology natin, may nakikita tayo ng mga athlete, mga artista. Well, in terms, dahil sa media technology na yan, naging reference group na natin sila, ay sila yung mga magagaling mag-acting. So, naka-influence yung media technology sa'yo because nakatingin ka sa kanila. It becomes your reference group. You refer them as your reference. So, another is social networking and social construction. While Twitter and Facebook encourage us to check in and provide details of our day through online social networks, corporations can just easily promote their project in these sites. So, naging social networkings na po, nagpropromote ng product sa mga site na to. Even supposedly crowd sources like Yelp, which aggregates local reviews, are not immune to corporate shenanigans. That is, we think we are reading objective observation when in reality, we buying into one or more advertising form. Okay po, so akala natin ito na pero naging networking pala siya. Nag-ugat-ugat na po yun. So yan po yung naging implication ng media and technology po sa society natin. So I hope that we learned something in our class and yun lang.